Speak to us about, is there a difference between just being authentic and authentic leadership?
It was, and thank you for asking about that. And it's the chapter that I closed. It was an intentional choice again to close it because there's been a lot of discussion about authenticity and then almost like resilience as well. Like it goes in a myriad of different directions and trying to track that down. And then there's also understandable criticism around authenticity. And in some could argue many cases, it's almost been used as an excuse to act like a jerk, to be
Yeah,
mean to other people. Say, you know what? That's who I am. That's who Bob is. That's who Sally is. Get over it. Not,
right.
not my issue. And to me, what the power here is that it's the combination of both words. Authentic leadership. What's leadership about? The mantle of responsibility to drive a group of people forward towards a shared goal and objective, something that's important to us. And so authentic leadership is about being true to who we are in the context of the broader goal that we possess as a leader of a particular group. And what's also really powerful about this, and again, happy to share within my own coaching practice, where because for some of us, small talk can be challenging. We may have certain behaviors we're aware of through 360 or other trusted people have shared with us. Hey, Craig, you look a little intense when the meetings start, right? And so that can be a tough thing for me to shift. And in some ways, I may not feel entirely comfortable, back to authentic, entirely comfortable about just cracking jokes and smiling and everything else. Now, here's the really important thing though. If I'm really intense and people pick up on it and go, oh, is Craig mad? Is he upset? What's going on? Is it safe to say anything? So now we've got this gap, perception gap. And this is where it's a beautiful opportunity for authentic leadership. And I've worked with executives around this where they go to their teams and say, hey, you know what, through feedback you've shared with my coach or through a 360, or some of you have shared this openly, I recognize that I can have a furrowed brow, an intense stare, and I can seem either in person or on video really unwelcoming and almost that I'm upset about what's being discussed. That is, to give you insight into me, that's me. I'm intently listening and I'm processing and I'm analyzing. If that crosses a line whereby that you feel that I'm dismissive or I'm frustrated or it's creating any kind of impact where you're not engaging as effectively as you could, call me out. Send me a DM, put it into the chat, raise your hand, like whatever feels most authentic for you, call me on it. The impact of that is extraordinary because now people go, okay, Craig's aware of this. Craig shared it with me, so that's awesome. Like, okay, so my confidence and trust, and now I know what that behavior means, and now I'm given permission and actually action steps I can take to do something about it. So
Yeah.
now, just as opposed to not discussing it at all, leaving it out there unaddressed, well, okay, what do we do about this thing? And so this is what's really powerful, is having that clear line of sight of who we are and then ensure that it is tapping into that, it's supporting the things that matter most.